Hello everyone! I miss you! I've been wanting to do this video for a long time, and yesterday I heard a fabulous interview on NPR on Fresh Air with Terry Gross, all about women's voices and Vocal Fry and Upspeak. So I thought I would share with you what some of the things that I've been noticing and my kind of theories around the trends in voices these days. And they were really talking about women's voices, particularly, and how women's voices get a lot of criticism in the media, largely for two qualities, which they pointed out, and it's true. Women are not the only people who have these two qualities, but they tend to get criticism for it, and men don't. So the two qualities we're talking about are upspeak, or going up at the end of your sentences, and even kind of mid-sentence a lot of times, like that. And then there's vocal fry, or creak, is what they call it if they're linguists. And that is this, where you're down here. It's also the same thing that men do, for example, in a world, when they do that, you know, the famous movie trailer voice. That's a kind of creak as well. So fascinating, the interviews that they had on there, and I'm going to put them in the message below because I'm not going to remember everybody's names and I want to get it right. Because they're fascinating perspectives, talking about how lowering our voice makes us sound more authoritative, that women often get flack about not sounding authoritative. And so I do agree with the opinion that, and sometimes when I'm an actress, I'm a singer, I work on these things for myself, but also in between gigs I coach, and it's something that I've worked with people on as well. Because I do feel that, because in this culture, when we ask a yes or no question, and probably several kinds of questions, we go up at the end to indicate that it's a question. And so if I say, my name is AmyWalker, and I go up at the end, I'm indicating to you either that I'm not sure what my name is, or that I don't feel confident in myself, is what it can come across that way. They were saying, well, I'll let you listen to that for their opinion. I agree. I feel that when I tell you with my tone, if I don't go quite up, or if I don't go quite down, you're still waiting for the end of the sentence. And there's something magical that happens when I drop that period with my voice. It says, that all was one thought chain, so it indicates to the listener, okay, I'm gonna put all those things together and make sense of that as a complete thought chain. So if we're waiting and waiting and waiting for like the thing to go down and it just doesn't go down, and then we're just kind of like waiting for to like breathe and to figure out all the things that we're gonna have to string together to make one complete sentence in our heads and like make a thought about it. And it's a little bit exhausting to me. This is all my opinion. So then, ooh, I gotta go very soon. Okay, so fry. Here's the thing about fry. You notice that at the very end of that word, you heard some rumble. Like that rumble. So I think that a little bit of it is totally natural. Fine. Okay. And it's not going to damage you. I have absolutely encountered people in their early 20s who make this a habit, and people in my acting classes who kind of live in there and don't even like think about it at all. And then when they're trying to tap into their emotions, there are notes that do not exist in their vocal range. I'm sure that this could heal and they could be, you know, have it all back, but that scared me when I heard, like, there were literally like gaps in when she was trying to let these emotions out. Which brings me to my theory. Our voices are dropping in pitch as we go. If you want any indication of this, sing a hymn in any church. For the women, they're pitched up here because women just used to sing up here and it was totally natural because our voices are higher. But no more, a lot of the times, unless they're singing some kind of thing up there, like I am a first soprano. Women are not comfortable singing up there because we just don't do it very often. So our voices are going down. The other thing, I really believe that it's to do with how we're numbing and suppressing our emotions as a society in general and as people individually. You know, we don't talk with each other as much as we tap, which doesn't even have has hardly any sensory experience at all. It's just like this smooth surface. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just noticing things. And I'm noticing, so if I'm going to be really excited about something, and I'm going to be so excited about something that I can't even help it, my voice is going to naturally rise. It's just is. That's why opera happens, because you're so happy. So if I'm going to say to you, I am so excited about this, I just can't even tell you how excited about this I am, and I am going to not raise my voice, how much do you believe me? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, I am so excited right now. Can you hear how freaking excited I am right now? So what's happening is that the melody contains the expression of our emotions. And if we're not using those notes, we're not expressing those colors to the fullest extent that we're capable of, that we were built to. Which is fun to listen to. It's nice to listen to some variation. You know, if everything was one note, boring, then I couldn't go boring. So that's, I feel, my theory is that that's where upspeak comes from. It's that we're trying to suppress everything, and then we can't, and then we try and suppress everything, and then, but we're just like still super excited. I feel like that's part of where it comes from. And the reason why I completely believe that this is linked to our emotions is because when I'm doing this work with people, they are scared. It is scary to go up into the melody of their range because, oh my gosh, stuff starts coming up that has been suppressed. And if we're suppressing it, we're going to hear it in our voice. It's just true. I see it in class. I see it in my students. I see it in myself. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents. I'd love to hear what you think, and let's talk about it on Periscope. Vibes to you and to the fullness of your creative expression. We are connected. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe using that button and enjoy some other videos. And if you want to share, like, it will make my day and maybe someone else's. Vibes to you and all you do.